Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was, I had muted the this one. I hope I'm audible to you all right now. Yes or no? Hope I'm audible to you all now. Yes. Hello. Yeah. Thank you. So we have Pooja here, Navya here, and Nikhil. All right. So I'm so sorry. I don't know, there was some technical glitch in the this one. I think I'm audible right now. Okay, even Kavya is there. Superb. Hope everyone are doing good, guys. Yeah, as I was talking about the directions, the major part comes with the solving an approach here. So we start off with basic concept. The basic concept here is nothing but the consideration of main directions. So you all know news, right? You have heard of news, right? So basically, it is north, south, east, and west. North, south, east, and west. All right. So this is the major direction. So this is the part where many type of questions will be asked, and it's very easy to solve it. All right. And moving on just a second, I think there is some technical issues here. Yeah. So I was talking about the directions here. So main directions which is news, that is north, south, east, and west. East and west. So whenever you're solving, my first tip is, all when you're solving it, please make sure, you will look in the direction of north. All right. That is, like, if there is any question related to directions, always assume the direction which you are looking right now. All right, whichever the directions you are looking right now, it is to be north. All right, this is my first tip. All right, so that whenever you're looking to the north direction, all right, imagine you are looking in this direction. All right, so if you're looking in this direction, this will become your right hand, this will become your left hand, right? So according to this, your left hand is nothing but west, right? And your backbone becomes south. All right, this is the major understanding that you need to know. All right, for main directions, we call it as main directions. All right, we call it as main directions. And here the direction which you're looking at will be north, so your right hand will become east, your left hand will become south, your your left hand becomes west, your backbone becomes south. All right. And one more point you need to know here is, the angle. All right, the angle between any two main directions is 90-degree. Angle between any two main directions, that is north and east, or any two main directions, is 90 degrees. All right, so apart from this, we have four more directions. All right, apart from that, we have four more directions, that is the direction between main directions. The directions between main directions. So the direction between north and east becomes northeast. The direction become north and west becomes northwest. The direction between south and west becomes southwest, and the direction between south and east become southeast. Right. So you all know these basic directions there, right? The direction between each of them will be the cardinal directions. We call the red ones is called as cardinal directions. All right, black is main directions. You need to, please pardon me for my writing again, but hope the concept is being clear to you. The black one is the main direction, the red one is the cardinal direction. All right, now the angle between any two cardinal directions. That is the angle between this. If you can see the blue one here. Again, that is also 90 degree. 90 degrees angle between southwest and southeast. All right. Now, if there is one more point that I have to add it here, that is the angle between any two main direction and cardinal direction. Angle between main direction and cardinal direction. Okay. Sheikh is asking the cardinal directions part. Not at all a problem. If you can just check out, see the direction between north and east. If you can just check out, see the direction between north and east. We call it as, all right, that is the red ones. So the directions. All right. This is northeast, that is between north and east here. Similarly, between south and east, it becomes southeast. All right, north becomes northeast here. Again, the direction between north and west, it is northwest. Similarly, the directions between south and west, it is southwest. All right. So now the angle between any two main directions is 90 degree. Again, the angle between any two cardinal directions is as well 90 degree. And now the angle between any two main direction and cardinal direction, that is 45 degree. That I am taking at the center. All right, I'm taking at the center. So at the center point, the angle between the main direction. So I'm taking the angle between northwest and west. Check it out. The angle between northwest and west is 45 degree. All right. Only thing is like I'm just taken the middle part. All right. I just taken the exact middle part so that it will be 45 degrees. All right. So this is the basic understanding of it, and I've already given the tip here. Tip is always whichever the direction you are looking at, consider it to be north. All right. Consider that direction to be north. All right. This is the basic and first ideology behind the directions. Clear? So please make sure you note down the angles as well. This is very, very important. All right. That is very, very important. Okay. We'll go on to the next part of the concept, that is with respect to sunrise and sunset. All right. Sunrise and sunset. I'll just give this diagram for your reference. So the direction which you are looking at, north. All right. Now, if you are a person and you are looking in the north direction, all right. If you are looking in the north direction, which side the sun will be? Sun will be to your right hand side, because if you're looking at north, this will be right hand side and this will be left hand side. All right. This is your left side. This is your right side. Okay. This is north. Now, I'll take the sunrise time. All right, I'll take the sunrise time. So during sunrise, the sun rises in the east. All right, the sun rises in the east. That is to your right side. All right, sun is here to your right side. Whenever you see the sunrise, all right, the sunrise will be to the east, and considering this, it will be to the east. The shadow will fall to this side, right? The shadow will fall this direction. What is this direction accordingly? If your right side is east, right, what will be your left side? It will be west. All right. So here the sun will fall to the west side. That means to your left. All right. So this is called as sunrise and shadow concept. Always remember this. During sunrise in the sense in the morning, okay, in general in the morning. So in morning, right from say 4 or 5 o'clock to till 12 o'clock, right, 12 noon, the sun will be in the east. So it comes from east to west. It sets from east to west. And remember, it is not towards north direction. All right. Always remember that sun will travel from east to west, but it is not from north to south. Always remember that. All right. So don't consider that at 12 noon the sun will be in the north direction. It is completely foolishness. That is very, very important to note it down. All right. So during sunrise, it will be in the east, or in the morning in general, it will be in the east. All right. So this is the point. The shadow, will fall to your left. All right. The shadow will fall to your left. Clear? The shadow will fall to your left. That is during sunrise. Please make a note of this point. During sunrise, when you're looking at north, the shadow will fall to left side. All right. Now, if you're looking at south direction, all right. Now, I'll assume, I'll just erase it here. I'll just erase this here. If you're looking at south direction, first concept, we all know that it is towards this one, right? Towards west, that is to your left. What if it is south? Can you answer me? So this is your right hand side, and the shadow falls this side. I'll just mark it in red color so that you can note it down. So the shadow will fall to the west, that is to your left. All right. Now, if the person is looking south, all right, this is the important point that you need to know here. If the person is looking south, that is, his face will be visible for you now, right? So here he is looking north, and here is looking south. If he is looking south, it will be dead opposite, right? It will be opposite here. So this becomes left side, this becomes right side. All right, but still the sun is still in the east side. All right, the sun is still east side, but now what will happen? Left hand side all right, left hand side becomes east, right hand side west. This is the important point. Whichever it is, even if it is north like this side direction will be north, above direction will be so. All right hand side will become west if you are looking at south. Similarly, left hand side will become east if you are looking at south. Now tell me which direction will the sun shadow. The shadow will fall to the west side. The shadow will fall to the west side in the sense it will be to your right. All right, it will be to your right. This will be the point. Clear? The shadow will fall to the right side. Hope everyone understood this point. So whenever during sunrise, the shadow will fall to the west, that is left side, when you are looking at north. All right, always remember this point, left. The shadow will always fall to right side if you are looking at south. This is the second most important concept with the when you're solving directions problem. All right, so to generalize it for you all, I'll just write down in table. Okay, I'll just write down in table. So during this is the direction which you are looking at, and the shadow which it falls. All right, now this is at sunrise time. Sunrise time in the sense, in general it is morning. So in morning, if you are looking in the north direction, I'll just write down this as well. If you are looking in the north direction, where will the shadow fall? Can you tell me? If you're looking in the north direction, where will the shadow fall? The shadow will fall to your left, because if you're looking at north, your left will become west. All right. Then if you're looking at south, it will fall to your right side. Again, right side is nothing but your west here. All right. This is the very important point. If you're looking at north, it will fall to your left. That is your left hand. Don't use west. Don't use direction. Use the shadow. That is your left or right side. All right. So if it is south, it will be the right side. That is your hand. I'll just mention here. Hands. All right. This is the second most important concept, which will help you in solving the problem related to this one. All right. Sheikh, your answer is not south. Please make sure you don't confuse yourself there. Oh, okay, okay. For south, he is mentioning. Okay, I understood. I understood, Sheikh. Don't worry. Okay, it's Sheikh Asma. It's a female. Oh, I'm so sorry, Asma. All right. So hope you all understood the sunrise concept. Now the same thing with sunset. If you are looking at north, again, two different conditions here as well. All right. So this will become right side. So right side is always east. You all know that. Remember that whenever you're looking at north direction, right side will always be your east and left side will always become west. All right. So now here it's another scenario when you're looking at south. All right. When you're looking at south. So south in the sense your face will be visible. All right. So now if you're looking at south direction, this will become your right hand. Right hand is nothing but west here. And left hand will become east. Now this is the sunset time. This is sunset time. Sunset time in the sense when where will the sun be? Sun will be in the west side, right? Sun will be in the west direction. That is, it will be here. All right. So whenever the shadow falls, I'll just write down in red color now, you will understand. The shadow falls always to the right side. That is east. The shadow will always fall this direction. The shadow will always fall this direction. All right. But accordingly, which side? Accordingly, which side? If it is west, if you are looking at north, it will be to your right side. All right. Always don't confuse here. Don't confuse yourself there. If you are looking at south, it will be west side. That is your left. Sorry, not west, east. That is your left. Clear? If you're looking in the north during sunset, so that is post something like 2 to for something like post 7 o'clock or 6:30, post like something like 6:30. Why I am giving time is because it will be related to evening, that is sunset time. All right, now to sum it up, can you all tell me? I'll just erase this. To sum it up, just tell me the values in the sense, the directions. Sunset. All right, sunset. So if it is on sunset, if you are looking at north, which direction? If you're looking at south, which direction? Tell me the answer quickly. Tell me quickly. So north in the sense, it will be to your right side. All right, north in the sense it will be to your right side. South in the sense it will be to your left side. Clear? South in the sense it will be to your left side. All right, just a minute. So to sum it up, on the whole sunrise and sunset concept, I'll add it together here. So on the whole sunrise and sunset concept, during sunrise, okay, I'll just help you out. Sunrise and sunset. Okay, so first, if it is north, if it is south, again here, if it is north, if it is south. All right, so if it is north, it is how much? In which direction sunrise? It will be left. If you are looking at the north direction, this is direction, this is direction, and this is the shadow. Okay, the shadow, which side it is falling. If it is south, then it is right side. Okay, if you are looking at this, if it is south, it will be right side, so it will be west. Sunrise, the shadow falls to west direction. Now similarly, during sunset, it is just opposite to that. During sunset, your shadow will fall to your right side when you are looking at north, that is east. All right, excuse me, sorry. Then if you are sunset, if you are looking at south direction, it will be north. This is very, very important. Please make a note of this. If you understand this table, then you can easily approach the problems. All right, easily approach the problems. Clear? Hope everyone understood this. Superb. I've got the answers from Kavya there. All right, this is the third important concept, so please make a note of this. The next concept is related to the trickiest part, that is with respect to time. All right, third concept is related to the trickiest part, which is with respect to time. All right, now I'll say you all know how the time is, right? That is at 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Always remember this: 9 and 3, 12 and 6 are considered to be the major directions, that is main directions. Whenever you are solving the problems related to clocks, and especially in directions, their application of clocks, if you're solving this, always remember this: 12 and 6 is resembled as north and south. All right, similarly 3 and 9, west and east. So remaining numbers 10, 11, 1, 2, 4, 5 will be the cardinal directions. All right, will be the cardinal directions. Clear? Hope you understood this. All right. So if you solve any question, say for example, they will give you the question in a twisted way. Okay, at 9:30 a.m. Okay, at 9:30 a.m. the R and, all right, the R and falls on, let us say the R and falls in the east direction. All right, they'll just change it. Okay, in general, I've just given this format. In general, he is given this format. All right, so if the R and is forming at in the east direction, then in which direction will the minute hand fall at 6:45? 6:45 p.m. Okay, they'll just tell 6:45 p.m. minute hand will fall in which direction? They'll ask this question now. All right. Now this is a general representation what I've given here. Okay, this is our general representation will be. Now, according to the question, you need to frame a new one. All right. According to question, you have to frame a new one. This is nothing but at 9:30 a.m. our hand is at east. All right. So at 9:30, we just draw a proper clock. 9, 12, 6, sorry, 3 and 6. All right. Just draw a proper clock and just change the directions. At 9:30, this is how a diagram will be. Right? Our hand will be here. So what are they telling? If this is east, our hand is at east. All right. What will be the minute hand? East opposite. Just look at this. What is opposite to east? East is west. Right? East becomes west here. So that becomes west here. And then right side of east. Okay. Clockwise direction. What is clockwise direction of east? Next will be 6 will become north. All right. In the sense, just take this right side of east. The clockwise direction of east is 12 here, but after east is 6 here. After 3 it is 6, right? But here east is here. So what will 12 become? 12 will become south. All right. 12 will become south and 6 will become north. All right. 6 will become north. Or if you find this as difficult, I'll just explain this once again. Don't confuse yourself. I'll explain once again. See, they asked at 9:30 a.m. whether it is a.m. or p.m. It is always related to hour hand and minute hand. Hour hand shows at east. It points out east direction. All right. Then at 6:45 p.m. 6:45 p.m. minute hand shows which direction? This is the question. Was I showing west? I'll just explain this. Don't worry, Sheikh. Don't worry about that. The question is something like this. All right. Now I'll just write down north. All right. Then I'll write down south, west, and east. Okay. Don't worry about this. Now what are they telling? R and is nothing but at 9. All right. At 9:30 it shows at R and. So it is at 9 o'clock. R and shows at east direction. So 9 will be here. All right. 9 will be here. So here it will show at east direction. It will show at east direction. Then 9:30. 30 in the sense it will be something like this. So what will south become? South will become 6. Oh, sorry. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. So this is how at 9 o'clock they are telling. All right. What is opposite to 9? Opposite to 9 is 3. Then clockwise direction. If you write down this clock, 12, 6, 3 and 9. Clockwise direction is like this, right? After 9, 12 comes. So clockwise direction I take like this. After 9, 12 comes. So south becomes 12, right? Then north becomes 6. Just point out this diagram. Now what are they asking? At 6:45 p.m. minute hands point out in which direction? So at 6:45, that is the red color. I'll take a red color. 6:45, this is the time. This is how the time shows. 6:45, it will show like this. So what is the minute hand showing? Minute hand is showing east direction. All right, minute hand is showing east direction. Don't confuse yourself. Don't confuse yourself. I'll explain this once again with a different for your reference to consider the this one. Consider the clockwise direction. All right. That is, say, I'll take a different example now. At 6 o'clock. All right. At 6 a.m. minute hand. All right. At 6 a.m. minute hand points out south. at 6 a.m. Minute hand points out south. All right. At 4:30 p.m. R and points out at which direction? R and points out at which direction? So here for this, for your clockwise direction and anti-clockwise, just make a note of this. Just draw a proper clock. 3. Then make a directions. North, south, east, and west. All right. So now, excuse me, sorry. So now what are they telling? At 6 o'clock, minute hand will be south. 6 o'clock will be something like this, right? 6 o'clock will be something like this. So minute hand will be pointing out at 12. 12 is what? South direction. So south will become 12. What will north become? North will become 6. All right. Now clockwise direction. Clockwise direction, if you take, after 6, 9 will come, right? So after 6, what is the clockwise direction? It is west here, right? Oh, sorry, this is east. Sorry. This is east and this is west. All right. So after 6, east is coming. After 6, what is the number? It is 9. You're just plotting the numbers there. All right. You're just plotting the numbers there. So this becomes 9. And what will this become? This will become 3. All right. That will become 3. Now, what is the question that are asking? R and at 4:30. So 4:30, how will the time come? Just write down all the numbers there. All right. So after 12, it will come 1 here, 2, 4 and 5, 7 and 8, 10 and 11. Now what are they asking? In which direction does R and point at 4:30? So what is this direction? What is this direction? It is between north and west, right? It is between north and west. So answer is northwest. All right. Always don't confuse this with the proper direction. I'm just plotting the time. All right. I'm just plotting the time with the actual directions there. All right. So plotting the time at actual directions is there. Don't confuse yourself because the time will change there. The time will change there. All right. So it is northwest. All right. It is northwest. Again, we'll solve some of the questions, something like this. All right. We'll solve some of the question. Don't worry. We'll solve now with the basic problems. Hope everyone understood that. We'll jump to basic problems. Then we'll go with intermediate and advanced problems. Clear? All right. We have the question. Rohan drives 16 kilometer towards north. And mind you, here I'll also be explaining the different types that you are approaching. All right. The question is, Rohan drives 16 kilometers south, 16 kilometer towards north. Then he turns right and walks 8 kilometer. So here you should understand right and left is always towards your right and your left. All right. So they're asking, he again turns to his right hand side and moves 16 kilometers forward and moves 16 kilometer forward. Now they're asking, how many kilometers is Rohan away from the place of his starting of his journey? Always understand this last part of the question here. That is, how many kilometers is Rohan away from the place of his starting of the journey? All right. And if they ask you, I'll also add one more point. In which direction is he from the starting point? All right. In which direction is he from the starting point? So it means from the starting point, in which direction is he? All right. So that is the question that they have asked. We'll just draw it now. All right. Whenever the question is being asked, always make a note of drawing it. This is a starting point. All right. This is A. Now what are they telling? He tells 16 kilometers towards north. All right. I'll just draw it a little bit lower so that it will be a proper one. So I'll just have a starting point here. All right. A. So I'll start here and he is starting 16 kilometers towards north. Just roughly, whenever you're drawing, please make sure you note down the numbers. All right. Then he turns right from north, right side. So make a note of this diagrams. Make a note of this diagram. North, east, south, and west. So from north, right side, right hand in the sense it is towards east. So he turns right and walks 8 kilometers. So from here he turns towards east and he walks 8 kilometers. All right. Next, what are they telling? He again turns to his right and moves 16 kilometers forward. So from this, he turns to right in the sense this will be east. All right. I'll be pointing out to this east. I'll be pointing out to this east. What will be the right side? Can anyone tell me? If I'm pointing out, if I'm looking in the east direction, which will be the right side? Which will be the right side? It will be towards north or south. If I'm in the east direction, if I take right, will it be north or south? See, if you want to understand that, draw the diagram again. North, south, east, west. If you're looking at north direction, this will become right hand side, this will become left hand side, right? Now if you just turn clockwise direction, you will face east direction, right? Just turn yourself, just tilt yourself toward the east direction. Your right hand side will come here, your left hand side will come here. That means from east, if you take right hand side, it will be towards south. If you take left, it will be north. And similarly, if you tilt another right clockwise direction, you will face south direction, right? So this will become left, this will become right. As that time we have discussed already. Similarly, clockwise another tilt, you will face towards west. So right hand side from west it is north, and left hand side from west it is south. If you remember this clockwise directions, it will be very easy to approach. All right. Now from east, what is the direction that you are taking? It is 16 kilometer towards south, and he reaches this point. All right. What are they asking? How many kilometers is Rohan away from the place of his starting of his journey? From the starting of his journey, how many kilometers is he? This is the distance they are asking. All right. This is the distance they are asking. What is the distance? What is the distance? What is the distance? It is 8 kilometer. Why 8 kilometer? Because this is parallel. All right. That is parallel. Yes, it is 8 kilometer answer. Now, if they ask you one more question from the starting point, like from A, in which direction is he? From the starting point, in which direction is he? From starting point, he is towards east, right? From starting point, it is to the right side, of course, correct. Right side in the sense, it is towards east. All right, it is towards east. Wonderful, wonderful, superb. Keep up the same thing. Now, if they ask you one more question, all right, if they ask you one more question, that will be something like this. In which direction is he facing now? In which direction is he facing now? That is before we, that is the last point. In which direction is he facing now? Before he turns right, he will be facing to the east. After turning right, he will turn south and he will reach his end point. All right. Then he will be still facing south itself. So for this question, the answer is south. All right. He will be facing south direction. Not west, Kavya, not west. It is just the distance calculated there. All right. It is just the distance calculated there. But here he will still be facing south at the end point. All right. This is the end point. So he will still be facing south. Clear? Asma has given the answer correct, and Navya also has given the answer correct. It is towards south. All right. This is the basic question. So whenever you are asked the basic question, it will be very easy to approach, very simple to solve. And with respect to distance, you have one more type which is related to Pythagoras theorem. All right, it is related to Pythagoras theorem. Again, there you will apply Pythagoras theorem concepts to solve the problem. Okay, we'll go on to the next question. Next question is here. They're asking Rohit travels 18 kilometer north and turns left and travels 5 kilometers and then again turns right and covers another 9 kilometer. He then turns to his right hand side and travels another 5 kilometer. How far is he from the starting his journey? From the point of starting his journey. Can you all try this and tell me the answer? Just tell me the distance. Don't tell the directions. Just tell me the distance. Can you tell me what is the actual distance? Can you tell me? So please make a note of that. Left, right, center. That is also very important. So we've got Navya who has answered. She says 27 and north. In the sense, from the starting point, she will be, the Rohit will be towards north. Okay, let us see. Let us see the question. It is direct question, which is very, very simple. This is the starting point. I'll assume this as A. So from A, Rohit travels 18 kilometers north. So I'll just take up 18 kilometers here. All right. Then what are they telling? He turns left. Left in the sense from north to left is west. Right. He travels 5 kilometers. So I'll just travel 5 kilometers. I'll just write 5. Next, what are they telling? From west, he turns right. So you should remember this. So from west, clockwise direction, it is right side is north. All right. So he travels how many? 9 kilometers. So I'll just take around 9 kilometers here. He travels 9 kilometers. Then he turns to his right hand side. So from north, right hand side, it will be this direction. All right. How many kilometers? He covers another 5 kilometers. This will be parallel. So A, B, C, and D. D is the end point. All right. D is the end point. Now, what is asking? How far is he from the starting of his journey? Since this is the starting of his journey, we need to extend this line as well. I'll just take red color so that it will be, catchy to you. They're asking this distance. So from starting, what is the total distance he traveled? That is, they're asking distance AD. So what is AD comprising of? AD is nothing but AB plus BD. Whereas BD is parallel to, I'll just take up this as E. BD is parallel to CE. So this is nothing but 9 kilometers. So totally it is 18 plus 9, which is 27. And as you all told, from his starting point, he is towards north. So he is towards north direction. And at end, in the end, he is which side facing? He is facing east. All right, he is facing east. These are like extra points which you can gain in one question. All right, these are nothing but extra points which you can gain in one question. All right. Now I'll just ask one more question. If you can understand it, try to solve it, or else I'll explain the meaning of it. All right. Now this is related to Pythagoras theorem. All right, this is related to Pythagoras theorem. What is the question if they ask is, what is the distance? What is the distance between the starting point A and second divergent point or second diversion? What is the distance between? Okay, I want distance between starting point A and second diversion. This is the word that they usually use it during the discussion. I mean, discussion in the sense test. So use the word second diversion. Second diversion in the sense what? Rohit travels north and turns left. Left in the sense that is the first diversion, right? Second diversion is, and then again turns right. All right. Once you're traveling, you're just changing the direction. So changing the direction is the point called as diversion. But here I'm talking about second diversion. It means I am asking the distance AC. All right. I am asking the distance AC. This is the distance I am asking. So AC, you all know Pythagoras theorem. AC is equal to square root of BC square plus AB square, right? So what will be the value? Square root, I think it's not visible, I'll just take a black color there. So here the square root of BC square plus AC square. So square root of BC square is 5 square. All right, 5 square plus AB square is 18 square. So please make sure you also know the square root value. So 5 square is 25 plus 18 square is 324. So 324 plus 25 gives me 349. So keep it as it is. Keep it as square root of 349. Simple. No need of, no need of mentioning the value, of exact value, because you will not be allowed calculator there. Just mention it is root of 349 kilometers. Root of 349 kilometers. Can you just check it out? 349, does it have any multiples? 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 9 is 16. So 16, I don't think so. You can solve it in 3 there. So whether it is going with 7, 7 fours are 28, 6, 69. No, 349 is not divisible by 7 as well. Whether it is by 11, it is not possible. So you cannot find out. So keep it square root of 349 as it is. All right. Now you'll solve many questions something like this. But for this particular question, the answer is this: 27 kilometers, and he's towards north direction, and the end point he is facing east. At the end point he is facing east. Clear? Superb. Let us go on to the next question then. I think you can solve this easy question. This is very, very easy, in fact. Now they're asking Ajay and Binod both start from a point towards north. Ajay turns to left after walking 18 kilometers and Binod turns to right after walking same distance. Ajay waits for some time and then walks another 9 kilometers. All right. Whereas Binod walks only 6 kilometers. They both then come back to their respective south. All right, they both come back to their respective south and walk 25 kilometers forward. All right, in the sense they turn towards south and walk 25 kilometers forward. How far is Ajay from Binod? See, the only disadvantage here is taking time to read the question itself. Whenever you are getting the time to solve, it is again the questions given to you is only to make sure your time is being wasted. But when you're solving it, it is all about you who are approaching it. Clear? Okay. Can you solve this, guys? Try to solve this and tell me. Try to solve this and tell me. We have around 6 participants, that is 5 participants. Let us see. We have Ruchita, who had responded, but I don't know whether she's there or not. And we have Hari as well, but I don't know whether he's there or not. We have Pooja, but again, still she didn't respond as well. So as of now, I think we have Navya, Asma, and I think only both. Okay, and even Kavya as well. Not Hari. How far is Ajay from Binod? They're asking the distance between both of them. All right, I'll just take this point. Let us say this point. No, let us not take it as. Let us take it as x. All right, this is the starting point. Let us take it is x. So both. Let us say this is Ajay and this is Binod. All right. Now what are they telling? Both start uh, pointing towards north. Ajay turns to left after walking north. All right. So after walking 18 kilometers, I'll just take it at a different value. So I'll just point it out at here. This is the starting point. Now Ajay starts walking 18 kilometers and he turns left. All right. Left in the sense this is Ajay. So Ajay goes to this side. It is west. Binod turns right after walking the same distance. So Binod turns right in the sense Binod will turn towards east. All right. Then what are they telling? Ajay waits for some time and walks 9 kilometers. So from here it is 9 kilometer towards west by Ajay. All right. 9 kilometers by Ajay. Now what are they telling? Binod just walks 6 kilometers. So Binod just walks 6 kilometers. All right. This is 6. Now what are they telling? Ajay waits walk after Binod 6 kilometer. They both then come back to the respective south. South in the sense this. Okay, this direction. They both come back to the respective south, walking 25 kilometers. Till here. Till here it is how much? This is 18. All right. So till here it is 18 kilometers. So they need to walk just extra 7 kilometers to reach their end points. So here also it is 18 kilometers. So just have to walk 7 kilometers. All right. Now what are they asking? How far is Ajay from Binod? How far is Ajay? So here Ajay is here and Binod is here. This distance. This distance. They are asking this distance. What is this distance parallel to? This is parallel to this distance. 9 and 6. So total distance is what? 15 kilometers. Simple answer, simple question. Only thing is it will take time. Navya, correct Navya. It is 15. It is 15. Clear? Hope everyone got it. The answer is 15 kilometers. All right. I'll just draw a little more shorter so that you can just understand that. So answer is 15 kilometers, which is true, correct? So I'll just draw, there is a point X. So both travel towards north. That is, he travels towards west. That is, he travels 9 kilometers. And he travels 25 towards south. So till this point, it is 18. So totally it is 25. This value is 18 and this is 7. Now Binoy turns only 6 and he travels towards south. Both will reach the same point. All right, both will reach the same point because the distance traveled is 25. The distance traveled is 25, but here it is just 18. All right, there it is just 18. So remaining is 7. So the distance between them is how much? This is the distance that they are asking. That is parallel to 9 plus 6, which is 15 kilometers. So the distance between them is 15 kilometers. Correct? All right. Now I'll ask you this question. If Ajay, this is Ajay here. If this is Ajay and this is Binod. If Ajay has to travel to his starting place, which direction should he go? Okay. This is the question. If Ajay has to go to starting point X, which direction he should go? Or from Ajay, which direction is the starting point? From Ajay, which direction is the starting point? Answer that. From Ajay, which direction is the starting point? So I'll just take a red color. So if Ajay is here, he should travel to starting point, right? So which direction is it? Towards, not east. Asma, it is not towards east. See, that is the end point. Just mention this. She has to go towards this direction. He has to go towards this direction. So what is the direction? It is northeast. This is north. This is east. All right. That is, he has to go that direction. It is northeast. Asma, don't confuse, because there it is a point where they have ended. If they have to go to their east direction, if they have to go to their starting point, it is towards this direction. Now tell me, Binod, what about Binod? In which direction will Binod go? Binod goes towards this direction. So if it is like this, north, south, east, and west. So between north and west, right? It is between north and west. So that will be northwest. All right, it will be northwest. I'll ask this one more question to you. All right, I'll ask this one more question to you. Where is Ajay? Where is Ajay from X? Where is Ajay from X? What is the answer? Or when in the which direction is Ajay from X? Yes, tell me. In which direction is Ajay from X? Yep, anyone? So from X, if I draw like this, it is towards between west and south. So it is nothing but southwest. Clear? It is towards southwest, not northwest, Kavya. That is a different question. I told where is Ajay from X? Where is Ajay from X? That's us. From starting point, if he has to go to the end point, Ajay will go in this direction. So that is nothing but between south and west. It is southwest. No, not the distance. Guys, I didn't ask the distance there. I didn't ask the distance there. It is just the direction. That's all. I'll come to the distance part as well. Hope you understood this. So from X, I was asking it. Okay. So this is the point that I wanted to tell you. So this is this distance traveled. Now from X, this is the X value. So from X, if he has to travel to end point, this will be this direction. So it is between southwest. All right. So Binay will be towards southeast. Southeast. Remember this point. It will be, if you consider this as plus sign here, you can easily understand that is north, south, east, and west. Clear? If you understand that, then it will be very easy. Now, if you want to go ahead with the distance between this Ajay's end point and starting point, it will be square root of 9 square. 9 square, that is this distance. All right, this distance is 9 square and this is 7. So that will be 7 square. So this is nothing but square root of 81 plus 49. So this is 80 plus 50, which is root of 130. Yes, you are already right, which is root of 130. All right, please make sure you don't get confused, because where is Ajay from starting point? From starting point is this point till the end point is this direction between south and west. All right. Similarly, Binoy, from starting point, he will be towards southeast. If they have to travel towards their starting point, if Ajay has to go back to his starting point, it will be a different direction. All right, it will be towards northwest. Similarly, northeast, Binoy goes towards northwest. Always remember this 4 directions, cardinal directions, now which helps you to analyze yourself. Clear? All right, we'll go on to the next question. Ajay walks 24 kilometers towards east and turns to right hand side and takes a drive of another 10 kilometers. He then turning to his right, that is drives towards west. Again, they have only given the point. Another 10 kilometer. He then turns to his left and walks another 8 kilometers. After that, he turns to his right and travels 14 kilometers. How far is he from the initial point and in which direction? How far is he from the starting point, that is initial point, and in which direction? All right. I'll just take this as a starting point X. I'll just take this as a starting point X. Now he travels 24 kilometers towards east. He travels 24 kilometers towards east. So this will be 24 kilometers. All right. I'll just take this as 24 kilometers. Now from east he turned towards right. Right. So if you take this east towards right, in the sense it will be south. So he turned towards right and takes a drive of another 10 kilometer. All right. I'll just take a 10-kilometer drive here. So I'll just write it down as Y. And after then he turned towards west. All right. From south, it is this west. So this will be right hand side. So he turned towards west and he travels 8 kilometers. So if he travels 8 kilometers, it will be something like this. All right. He travels 8 kilometers. So this will be Z. This will be, let us say, this is A. Okay. This point is A. Now what are they telling? He turns left. From west, left. So left in the sense, I think it will be coming a little bit below. I'll draw a little bit above, little bit up. So this is his starting point. He travels 24 kilometer and then he turns right. He travels 10 kilometers. Then he turns towards west and he travels 8 kilometers. So till here it is 8. So this will be Y, this will be Z, this will be A. Now he turns left. So from west, left in the sense it will be towards this direction. And I travels how much? 14 kilometers. So he'll come to this direction. He'll end this point. This is 14 kilometers. Now what is this total distance? Now they're not asking this distance. This is the end point. Let us say B. What are they asking? How far is he from his initial point? This is the point, initial point. How far is he from his initial point? So they're asking XZ. Okay, no worries, Kavya. I'll help you out. I'll help you out. This is XZ. All right. I'll just draw it neatly for you. So the direction, this is 24. So there will be this triangle formed. All right. They're asking not XZ, sorry, not XZ. They're asking XB. They're asking XB, XB distance. Okay, you didn't understand. All right, I'll repeat once again. Oh, sorry. I'll repeat once again. Okay. See, considering, oh, just a second. Okay. Considering this point, starting point. Okay. Make a note of these directions. That is north, south, east, and west. So from this, he start 24 kilometers towards east. All right. 24 kilometers towards east. He'll travel 24 kilometers. Then what are they telling? He reaches his point Y. Then he turns right. So from east, right side in the sense it will be south. All right. So he turns south and walks 10 kilometers. I'll just make a note of 10 kilometers here. So he'll be at the point Z. Now he's traveling towards right, that is towards west, and he travels 8 kilometers. So it is of 3 different parts. All right. So he travels 8 kilometers. If he travels 8 kilometers here, he'll reach the point here, similar to this. All right. This is nothing but point A. Now what are they telling? he turns left. So from west, left is south. Right and left, left will be south. Right hand will be north, west will be south. So he travels south and he goes 14 kilometers. So this will be the point, end point. I'll just make this as let us say y. Sorry, let us take b. All right, this is b. Yeah, Kavya, I'll help you out. Don't worry. I'll help you out. Don't worry. So this distance is 14 kilometers. All right. Now, what are they asking? How far is he from the initial point? From the initial point, there will be this triangle form. All right. This distance is what they are asking. XB. So we have one triangle formed here. Right. We have one triangle formed. I'll just take this as C. This point as C. Now, what will be this XC? What will be XC? XC will be total distance 24 minus 8. So this distance will become 16. All right. So XC will become 24 minus 8. That is 16. Similarly, what will be BC? What will be BC? Already this is 24. Or already this is 14. Right. Remaining is this. This distance is 10. So BC will become 14 plus 10. That is equal to 24. Now what are they asking? They are asking BX. So BX is equal to square root of BC square plus XC square. No, 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 no. That is a different question, Asma. It is not the point. It is not the question. They are asking how far is he from initial point. This is the starting point here. All right. This is the end point here. So from the starting point, how far is he? We need to find out that BX distance. Okay. What's wrong? Right. From X, he travels 24 kilometers and he turns right. He turns right in the sense from east, it was south. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I didn't read that point. All right, all right, all right. I didn't read that point. Yeah, Kavya, I understood. I understood that point. I'll just draw it once again. So I didn't read that question. So X is here. He travels 24 kilometers. So first he takes right and travels 10 kilometers. All right. Then another west, he travels another 10 kilometers. All right. Then after 10 kilometers, he turns to his left. Right. He turns to his left in the sense from west, left, it will be towards south. All right. It will be towards south. It is 8 kilometers. It is 8 kilometers. Then after that, he turns to his right. So from south, right in the sense it will be east. Right. From right, it will be towards east and it travels 14 kilometers. All right. So from south, right side, it is east. He travels 14 kilometers. Okay. So this is how the diagram comes. Now, Kavya, hope that is understood. I'm so sorry. I didn't read this last part. Another 10 kilometer. I didn't read that. So this will be 10 kilometer here and then 8 kilometers. After that, last he turns right and travels 14 kilometers. So this is the 14-kilometer plan. All right. Now what are they asking? So this distance is 10. All right. This distance is 4. This distance is 10. 18 kilometers to reach the starting point, is it? How is this possible? You will get a right angle triangle there. Okay, let me just clarify this. Ajay walks 24 kilometers east and turns to his right hand side. All right, I'll just solve this once again. Let me just solve this. So he just walks 24 kilometers, and from east he turns right hand side and take a drive of 10 kilometers. So this will be south, and this is 10 kilometers. This is done. Next, he turns towards west. He turns towards right. Okay, right hand is west. Okay, superb, superb. Sorry. This will be 10. This will be 10 kilometers, and again another 8 kilometers here. Yes, this is the mistake. I took left there. It should be right. All right. So here it is 8, and he travels another 14 kilometers. So this is the point. All right, I understood. This is the 14 kilometers, and this is 8. The total distance here is 18 kilometers. Now I understood, guys. I just took the right deviation. Okay, I just took the other part. So if that is a point, now how far is he from the initial point? From the initial point, he is towards south by 18 kilometers. All right. If he has to go back to his starting point, he have to go towards north. All right. 14 kilometers right. Yes. From south, I took the other direction. So it should be right. It will be west. My mistake. No worries. So this is north. This is south. So this will be right side. This will be left side. Yes. Hope you all understood this right now. So this will be 18 kilometers. All right. So now if I this is the point where the directions come into picture. So how far is he from starting point? From starting point, he is towards south. Right? He is 18 kilometers. So actual answer is 18 kilometers south. All right. Can you tell me which direction is he facing? In which direction is he facing? In which direction is he facing? He is facing towards east, because here he turns right and it still be this direction. But from starting point, he is towards south. All right. We'll go on to the next question then. Yeah, we have this particular question now. One evening, just before sunset, two friends, Sanju and Manju, were talking with each other face to face. All right. Now, if Manju's shadow was exactly to her left side, which direction was Sanju facing? Simple shadow concept. If Manju's shadow was exactly to her left, so if you remember the table, it will be very easy to solve. All right. So this is sunset. So sunset table, if you remember, please make a note of that. If the person is facing north, if the person is facing south. All right. Where will the shadow fall? If the person is facing north, the shadow will fall to the right side. Right. So sunset, in the sense, the direction will be west. The sun will be in the west. The shadow will fall to the east. So if the person is facing north, it will be to the east, which is right side. If the person is facing south, it will be the left side. All right. Now, this point, add to the question, if Manju's shadow was exactly to her left side, if Manju's shadow was exactly to her left side, which direction will the person face? The person will face south. Which direction will Sanju face? They're telling what? If they're telling face to face. So if Manju is here, Sanju is here, Manju is facing north, obviously, sorry, Manju is facing south, obviously, Sanju will face north. Sanju will face north. That is a simple question there. Clear? All right. So this is a simple question. In which direction was Sanju facing? That is a question that they have asked. So if you apply the table of sunrise and sunset, you can clearly understand what question is it. Clear? Hope everyone understood this. All right. We'll go on to the next question. Okay, now we are starting off with the intermediate and advanced problems. Yeah, this is one of the miscellaneous question which they usually ask to you. All right. Manu is facing east. All right, Manu is facing east. If he turns 25-degree anti-clockwise, 180-degree clockwise, 45-degree anti-clockwise, then 75-degree in the same direction, which direction will he be facing now? For this, there is only one tip. Always remember, whenever it is anti-clockwise, consider it as a negative value. Whenever it is anti-clockwise, consider it as a negative value. Clockwise, consider it as a positive value. All right. Now with the direction, always remember this, with the directions north, south, east, west. Even if it is 10-degree more than west, it will be northwest. All right. Say for example, if the direction comes something like 10-degree, something like this, okay, it is northwest. The answer will be northwest. Now, as of now, the person is facing east. All right. As of now, the person is facing east. Manu is facing east. Now, make down the points there. All right. Write down the points. Whichever it is anti-clockwise, always mention negative. So it will become minus 25. Then clockwise is plus. So add it, plus 180. Then 45 anti-clockwise, it will become minus 45. Then 75 in same direction. 75 in same direction in the sense it will be minus 75. All right. So in the end, what will the value become? In the end, 75 plus 45. 75 plus 25 is 100. So it will become plus 180 minus 100 plus 45. It is 145. So what is the value? It is plus 35 degrees. So this means he need to turn 35-degree clockwise. So if he's in the east direction, if he is just turning 35-degree, see, I already told you the direction between this will always be 90-degree, right? To turn towards south, any person should travel, should turn 90-degree. But here is just turning 35 degrees. So 35 degree in the sense it will be somewhere here. All right. So which direction it will be finally? It is in the direction. Which direction will be facing now? It will be towards southeast. He will be facing towards southeast. Clear, guys? Hope you are getting it done. Hope you are getting it done. Please do respond to this particular questions because this is one of the trickiest question. All right. Okay, so we'll just go on to the next question. See, whenever you mentioned that 25-degree anti-clockwise, you should always consider it as negative. Clockwise in the sense, consider it as positive. So add all those values. Add all those values. Finally, whichever value you get it, if it is in positive, it should means it should turn clockwise. If it is in negative, it should turn anti-clockwise. All right. Okay, try to solve one more problem. I'll just tell you. I'll just type the question in the screen. Person is facing south. Then 45-degree anti-clockwise, 60-degree clockwise, 120-degree anti-clockwise, then 90-degree anti-clockwise, 180-degree clockwise. I've given the question in the screen. The person is facing south. First, it is 45-degree anti-clockwise, 60-degree clockwise, 120-degree anti-clockwise, 90-degree anti-clockwise, and 180-degree clockwise. All right. I think it's buffering a lot. Just a second. It is coming there. So they can solve this. Oh, just a second. Sorry. So my first question is: a person will be facing south. No question on screen visible. Just a second. It is visible. What is happening? Kavya, it is visible, Kavya. It is visible. Okay, so according to that question, what will be the answer? According to the question, it says, oh, okay, new question. Oh my God. South facing 45-degree anti-clockwise. So it will be 45-degree minus, then 60-degree clockwise, which is plus 60, then anti-clockwise 120, which is minus 120, then 90 anti-clockwise minus 90, then plus 180. All right, so what will this be? 180 plus 60, it will be 240, minus, this will be 210, 255. 255 plus 240 minus 255 will be minus 15. So this is nothing but 15-degree anti-clockwise. So 15-degree anti-clockwise in the sense from southwest, 15-degree anti-clockwise. It will be between west and south. So answer will be southwest. All right. Answer will be southwest. Okay, we'll go on to the next question. Yeah, I think this is very easy for you. Please solve this question. If the timepiece is placed in such a way that the hour hand faces west at 3 p.m., which direction will the minute hand face at 9:25? Which direction will the minute hand face at 9:25? So the same thing, write down north, south, east, west. Now plot the time 12, 6, 3, and 9. So this is the actual time. We are just using this for clockwise direction. All right. So now what are they telling? At 3 p.m., R and faces west. So 3 becomes this, 6 becomes, sorry, 9 becomes east. All right. So R and at 3 p.m. Now what are they telling? uh, this is 9 and clockwise direction after 3 it is 6. So clockwise direction after 3 it is north, which is 6 here and 12 here. Now what are they asking at 9:25? 9:25 in the sense it will be 4 here, 5 here, 7, 8, 10, 11, 1 and 2. So they're asking at what time? 9:25. So 9:25 will be something like this. 5 is here. So it is between north and west. So according to this, answer is northwest. All right. Answer is northwest, not southeast. Navya, again, I think you made a mistake there. So answer for this will be northwest and not southeast. So they're asking minute hand. Minute hand will face at 5, right? So if minute hand is facing at 5, it will be between northwest there. Clear? So don't confuse yourself. The answer will be northwest. So again, guys, see, simple. Just plot the time in terms of directions. That's all. They're telling at 3 p.m. Okay, don't worry about p.m. It's just 3 r. So at 3 p.m. it will be something like this, right? So at 3 p.m. it will show something like this. It's just the opposite. It's just the opposite of it. Opposite of both the hands. Okay. So now what are they asking at 9:25? So at 9:25, somewhere it will be something like, no, minute hand will be at 5, right? So it is between northwest. It is always between northwest. Right, we have a next question. A, B, C, D, E are in a basketball ground facing north. B is 30-meter right of D. A is 40 meters south of B. C is at a distance 40 meter in the west of D. E is at a distance 60 meter north of A. Who is northeast of the person left of D? Again, this is slightly different. This is slightly different. So they are starting from B. B is 30-meter right of D. 30-meter right of D, in the sense if D is at one position. All right. If D is at one position, so I'll just consider this position. If D is at one position, from D right side, always assume directions should be north. All right. Oh, they have only given facing north. So it is north, south, east, west. All right. And they might also change the question in some or the other way. So please keep on practicing. So from D, right of D will be B. So right of D, in the sense B will be here. That is, B is to the east of D. Next, A is 40 meters south of B. So from B, south of B is A. So 40 meters. So this distance is how much? This distance is 30 meters. All right. Now this distance is 40 meters. What will be value? It is A. And next is C is at a distance 40-meter west of D. So west of D, in the sense left of D. So C is at a distance 40-meter. All right. So they're asking this distance. This is 40. So this will be C here. E is at a distance 60-meter north of A. So if A is here, north of A, E will be. Already this is 40 meters, right? Extra 20 meters from B. From B, it is extra 20 meters. That is E. All right. So total this value is 60. Okay. Now what is the question that they have asked? Who is at northeast of the person left of D? So who is left of D? It is C, right? So C, from C, northeast side. So who is towards northeast? It is E. So answer is E is to the northeast of C. So according to this question, E is the answer. Clear, guys? Hope you got it. Hope you've got it there. So this answer will be E. So we'll go to the next question. This is with the conditions. This is with respect to conditions. If A ash B, ash is right side, it means east. Dollar means north, that is up. And is ampersand is left or west. Percentage means south. At the rate means northeast. Plus means northwest. Minus means southeast. Star is southwest. So they are asking this. So whenever they give this data to you, please be very careful in comparing only two letters at a time. All right, two letters at a time. Dollar symbol A and asterisk U. All right, now draw the diagram. Draw the diagram. P asterisk hash R. So ash, in the sense it is here, it is east. So P is a B. B is to the east. So that is second person. All right, this means R is to the east of P. So here there is one position. So if P is here, R is to the east of P. So here R comes. Next, R dollar A. Dollar symbol means north. So A is north of R. A is north of R. So from R, north is A. So A will be here. All right. Then what are they telling? A ash U. Asterisk is here. B is to the southwest of A. So B is to the southwest. Southwest, in the sense somewhere here. All right. B is to the southwest. So from A, it is towards southwest. It will be somewhere here. It is not, they are not telling the distance here. All right. They're not telling the distance. It will be somewhere here. Okay. I'll just draw somewhere here. Southwest. Okay. So here it will be U. So please make sure the directions. Ash is R is to the east of P. Then dollar, in the sense north of A. That is A is north of R. So A is north of R. Then U is southwest. Southwest in the sense this direction. So please make a note of this. West, south, east, north. Now what are they asking? U is in which direction with respect to P? From P, U is in which direction? U is towards this direction. All right. So it is nothing but northeast. So answer is northeast. So just check it out. Just add the directions here. So it is in this direction. It is towards northeast. All right. It is towards northeast. Clear? And sometimes, this may also work out with the values given. All right. This may also work out with the values given. That is the distance. Clear? All right. We'll go on to the next question. Okay, there you have the question. Rahul walked 10 meter towards south. Then he turned right and walks 15 meters. Then he turns left and walks 25 meters. Then he turns right and walks 15 meters. Finally, he turns right and walks 10 meters. In which direction and how many meters is he from starting point? I'll just go ahead with the starting point here. We have A. So Rahul walks 10 meters towards south. So he walks 10 meters towards south. This is 10. And he turned right. So from south, right in the sense it will be west. So it is west. He walks 15 kilometers. Sorry, 15 meters. So I'll just draw 15 here. Now he turns left. So from west, left in the sense, right in the sense it will be north, left in the sense it will be south, and he walks 25 meters. So this is 25 meters. All right. Now what I'm telling, he turns right and walks 15 meters. Again, right. Right in the sense from south, it is west. So the same distance here. So this will be 15 meters. All right. So this will be 15 meters. What is it telling? Finally, he turns right again. So from west, right in the sense it will be towards north. So he turns north and he walks 10 meters. So he just walks 10 meters here. And he reaches this point. So this point here is equal to this distance. All right. Just mark the edges, that is B and C. I'll just mark D here and E, F and G. What are they asking? In which direction and how many meters is he from the starting point? So they're asking that distance. So just mark that. So they're asking this distance. So extend this. Extending this. So I'm just getting X here, G there. So they're asking JG. They're asking the distance AG. So AG is equal to square root of GX plus AX. So what will be GX? GX here, it is this distance 15 plus this distance 15. So totally GX is equal to 15 plus 15. That is equal to 30. So GX is 30. Next, what are they asking? They are asking AX. So AX, I think here the last value is 10. So this perpendicular value is, sorry, parallel value is 10. The remaining is 5 here because the total distance is 25. Sorry, this is 15. All right, this is 15. So this value will also be 15. Total value here is 25. See here, GF here is 10. So obviously DE also will be 10. The remaining CD value will be 15. All right. So CD value is 15. CD is parallel to BX, which is equal to 15. Then AX is equal to 25. That is 10 plus 15. Now we need to find out the value of GX. So GX, AG square, GX square and AX square. So GX square is 30 square, AX square is 25 square. So what will be the value? So this will be square root of 30 square is 900 plus 25 square is 625. So what will be the value? Square root of 1525. 1525, if you can try to divide that, you can go ahead or keep it as it is. All right. So I think if you divide that by 25, or 25 into 6 times is 150, 25 into 1 time. So that will be, I think this you will get it as square root of 25 into 6 times is 150. We all know that. Then left out is 2. 25 in the sense it will be 1. So it will be 5 root 61. So the answer will be 5 root 61. Clear? You can just check it out. Solve that, you'll get the answer. All right. I hope anyone having any doubts? All right. So the answer is 5 root 61 meters. And how far is he from the starting point? Or in which direction? It is from the starting point. He's towards southwest. So this is this direction. So this will be west. This will be south. This will be west. So from starting point, he will be towards southwest at a distance of 5 root 61 meters. Clear? So please solve this once again. You will understand where and how to consider the values. Answer will be 5 root 61. Don't worry about the values, in fact, because just need to substitute the numbers what we have there. That's all. Clear? All right, we'll go on to the next question. We have this question. Nitin travels 10 kilometers towards sun. He turned left. He turned left and travels another 10 kilometers. Again, he turned left and travels 10 kilometers. Now he turns south and goes 10 kilometers, and immediately he turns right to travel 10 kilometers to end the journey. What is the distance between the starting and end point, and in which direction is his starting point and end point? So here they're telling he travels towards 10 kilometers towards the sun, right? But have they mentioned any time there? We have to consider two different conditions there, because towards sun in the sense it might be east or it might be west, because they have not mentioned clearly telling that whether it is sunrise, that is morning, or sunset. They have not mentioned, right? They have not mentioned there. So I'll just change this question so that we'll just consider a different approach. I'll just consider that he is traveling towards sun at let us say 8 a.m. All right, he's traveling towards sun at 8 a.m. So it means he's starting his direction towards east. Remember the second tip which I'm giving to you: whenever any question has been stated to you, never assume the direction. All right, unless and until you have a direct clue, never assume the direction, because there here we have a clear cut example. They are telling here it travels 10 kilometers towards the sun, but they're not telling whether it is morning or evening, because I already told you there will be two different directions: east when it is morning, west when it will be evening, right? So please make sure you clearly understand what exactly question is. So I'm just assuming the value, I'm just giving it to you, that is at 8 a.m. Let us consider it as 8 a.m. So just starting towards north, he was starting towards east. All right, so I'll just consider it as starting point. He walks 10 kilometers towards east. All right, now what are they telling? He turns left and travels another 10 kilometers. So left in the sense it will be towards north. I think it will be a different diagram there. So I'll just try the diagram. He'll just 10 kilometer, then another 10 kilometer, then he turns left and travels another 10 kilometer. Again he turns left and travels another 10 kilometers. So he'll come to this point. So he travels this 10 kilometers. Now he turns south and goes 10 kilometers. All right, he turns south, he travels 10 kilometers, and he comes back to his starting point, that is yes. All right, I'll just come back to this. This is 10, this is 10, this is also 10, and this is also 10. And between now, what is it telling? Immediately turns right. So from south, he turns right. In the sense, it will be west. He travels 10 kilometers another. Okay, he travels another 10 kilometers. So this will be the end point. Okay, A, B, C, D, and E. What is the distance between the starting point and end point, and in which direction is his starting point? Always remember the points. What are they asking? What is the distance between starting and end point? So this is the starting point here. This is the end point here. The last distance is what he traveled. That is 10 kilometers. All right. So first answer will be 10 kilometers. Now understand this point. In which direction is his starting point from end point? This is his end point. From the end point, his starting point is in this direction. That is the right side. Your right. Your right, in the sense it will be to the east. All right. So from end point, the starting point is towards east. That is nothing but right side. See, the question is very big, but the answer is very, very simple. Any questions you take, this will be very, very simple. Only thing is, you just need to take some time to solve. That's all. Clear? So at first, he traveled towards the sun, and I assumed at 8 a.m. Okay. If you want, you can assume the previous value as well. All right. It will be just changing this value. Here, it will become west. If it is in sunset time, he goes to west. Travel left, in the sense it will be towards south. Then another left, in the sense it will be towards east. Another left, it will be towards north. He will come back to his starting point, and then he will come back to his starting point, and then he goes back to the point. So be very careful in choosing the direction which he starts. Clear? So here it is 10 kilometers. That is the first point. And second point is, in which direction is his starting point from the end point? So from end point, his starting point is towards east. Correct, Asma. Correct. All right. Okay, we'll go on to the next question. Oh, I think, yeah, that was the last concept then. All right. I thought I had one more question, but no, nevertheless, please keep practicing with more and more questions. And if you want to learn for all the video lectures and all the concepts and solve problems, this is just part of logical reasoning, which is directions. And if you want to learn more about quantitative aptitude, you can always log into our YouTube channel, which is 7 Sense Aptitude Prep. And if you have liked this session, please like, no, click on like button, subscribe, and click on the bell icon. And also please share the same thing with your friends as well. And if you are an engineering student out there or an MBA student, please, if you want to check out, you can check out our portal, which is 7sensetalent.com. Sign up and log in, and please keep on practicing with many, many important topics. Until then, thank you so much. Please keep practicing, and happy learning. For any such information or any such doubt clarifications, you can always post the same thing in the comment. Then we'll just think about it. All right. Okay, so Kavya has asked that these sessions are really helping a lot, and I request you to start mathematical part of MCA entrance. Sure, Kavya, sure, I will surely think about it, and I'll make some important concepts related to that as well. I'll just make sure that I'll do some research on that, and I'll probably come up with one live session on that as well. I promise you that I will surely come up with that. All right. So until then, please keep practicing. We'll see you in the next session with another live, another concept. Until then, please take care of yourself. See you soon. Bye bye.